Hey guys, Lodicus here. I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on the various challenges and secrets found within Hogwarts Legacy. This guidance should then allow you to complete the challenges and puzzles for yourself. We'll start with the easiest one first, which is the flying pages. All you need to do is cast Accio to bring them into your hands. While roaming around and casting Revelio, you'll sometimes hear a bell chime. This means that there is a hidden page nearby. These can be usually found on places and objects of interest. Keep casting Revelio to follow the sound of the bell chime. Then you should see a vague golden outline of the page. All you need to then do is walk up to that said page and cast Revelio again to bring it into the real world. Around the castle you'll also notice these sculptures or statues with an orb above their heads. To release the field page from these guys, all you need to do is equip Levioso, cast it at the statue and it should release the page. Next puzzle that we're going to talk about is the Moth picture frames or mirrors. These guys are scattered throughout Hogwarts Legacy, so you should see them quite often. First of all, we're going to need to use Lumos to light up the picture frame or the mirror. This is then going to show us a location of where to find a moth. So in this example, there's a large urn or pot next to a statue of a sphinx. All we need to do is search around the local area, not too far from the mirror, and you should find the moth. So through this door here, I spot the sphinx, and there's the urn. And as you can see, attached to the side of the urn is a moth. Use Lumos again to attract the moth to your wand, and then we're just going to carry this guy all the way back to the mirror. A top tip when searching for the moth, you can cast Revelio and this will show the moth up through the walls. Once you get back to the mirror or the painting, all you then need to do is press right trigger to throw that bad boy onto the painting, and that should reveal the field page. Once you've unlocked your first fire spell, Incendio, you'll start seeing these metal braziers popping up all over the castle. As you've guessed it, all we need to do with these guys is light it with one of our 3 fire spells. In this example, I'm going to use Confringo, and once the brazier is lit, it will release a field page. Other than the floor standing brazier, you will find a second variant that tends to be higher up on walls and ceilings. For this guy, we're going to have to use Confringo to be able to reach it, as Incendio doesn't reach. Once the brazier is lit, we'll need to use Accio on these guys to collect the field page. The next puzzle that we're going to discuss is the Arithmetic doors. Once you've found one, just head over and press X to reveal 2 sums. To work out the missing numbers, we have to use the beast pictures, which all have fixed numbers from 0 to 9. The easiest way to remember them is start in the bottom left of the archway. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finally 9. And we can use those values to work out the equation. So sum number 1 at the top, we need to get a value of 10 by adding up the 3 circles around the outside. So we have a number 2, and if we count around the archway from the bottom left, we find out that the beast head is also a number 2. So we need to get a 6, count around the archway 6 times, and we will get the lizard. Set that to the singular question mark, and that sum is complete. For the second one, the double question marks, we need to make up 7. We already have a 1 and a 3, which added together makes 4. We now need to get another 3. So if we count from the bottom left here, 0, 1, 2, 3. We land on a 3-headed Hydra. So set that one to the 3-headed Hydra. And then we should be able to open the door with the correct answers. I'm going to show you a second arithmetic door just as another example. Head over to it, reveal the sums. So we need to make 22 on the top one. We already have a 12, and if you count round the archway, the spider is second from the end, which is a number 8. This makes a grand total of 20, so we just need to find a 2. Count round the archway and it is the beast head. On the bottom sum here, we need a 9. So we've got a unicorn, which is a value of 1. So if we count around the archway for the squid, it is the third from the end and a number 7. Add those together and we get 8. So we just need to find a 1. Count 0 and then 1 on the archway starting from the left, and you'll find it's a unicorn. Put those in and voila, the door is open. Throughout Hogwarts Legacy, you'll bump into these chests with a singular eye. The only way to approach them without them locking themselves is to cast Disillusionment on yourself. So once you've completed the quest in the library, you'll unlock this spell. Just move out of line of sight of the chest, cast Disillusionment on yourself, and then you should be able to approach without it locking. Once you're close enough, just press X, and every time you will get 500 beautiful coins. The next puzzle I'm going to discuss is the map. This is a hidden door with a room behind it. Above the map there is quite a large button. All we need to do is push this in using one of our spells. The spell in question is Depulso, and once cast on that button it will push it in and open the door, revealing the treasures behind. Now with the Hogwarts Castle secrets covered, we're going to move outside to some of the challenges. This is Astronomy. These challenges will be made available on the world map once you've completed your first astronomy class. Obviously we are looking at the stars, so this needs to be done at night time. So if you are approaching one during the day, just press start and wait until it's night time. Once you've interacted with the telescope, you'll be given a constellation in the sky. All we need to do is line up the blue overlay over the top of the stars. It's just a case of rotating the telescope and zooming in and out until they all line up and revealing the constellation. The next challenge we're going to discuss is the Merlin Trials. There's around 50 of these throughout Hogwarts, so you will see quite a lot of them. What you need to do in the trial varies from trial to trial. To start one off, you'll need to drop some mallowsweet leaves onto the floor. This will trigger the trial. All the Merlin trials tend to be different from one another, but in most cases you'll be shooting targets with either your wand or various spells. Some of these are timed, so you'll need to do it as quickly as possible. There is other variants that involve moving an object, such as a ball, to another location. It's just a case of working out which spell works best for that puzzle. The reward for completing Merlin Trials is it increases your gear slots so you can carry more gear. The next challenge I'm going to cover is Ancient Magical Hotspots. Just head to the location on the map and you'll eventually find a pool of ancient magic which we can investigate. This will spawn 2 or 3 nodes of ancient magic. All you need to do in this instant is walk up and collect them by walking over them. Some will be in tighter spots than others, so I thought this one was behind a webbed wall, but it wasn't. You can just simply walk through and collect it. The next one I'm going to go for in this instance is on top of a plinth or a platform here. In some cases you may need to use your spells to line up boxes so you can climb up, but in this case it was a nice easy one that I could just climb up to. The third one is down on the floor. You can use your Revelio to show them on the map as well, which is rather handy. Just go over and pick that up, and once you've picked the third one up, you've completed the challenge. Completing enough of the ancient hotspot challenges increases your ancient magic pool, giving you an extra slot. The next challenge that we're going to cover is balloons. So the best place to find out which areas you've got balloons to collect or not is zoom right out on the map. As you can see in the top right, I'm missing one of the 2 balloons in this area. Although it says I'm missing 1 balloon, what it actually means is 1 balloon run, which consists of 5 balloons. Sadly, the balloons don't appear on the world map, so it's just a case of flying around that area until you spot at least one of the balloons. You'll know once you've spotted one that there is 4 balloons somewhere else around this location, as they all tend to line up in one big line. If for whatever reason you're struggling to find the next balloon, just cast Revelio and you should get a nice blue highlight. Once you've flown into all 5 balloons in that run, it should tick off as one of the balloons collected in that zone. Upon completing balloon challenges, you will unlock skins for your broomstick. The last challenge I'm going to discuss in this video is landing pads. Again, similar to the balloons, if you zoom right out of a zone, you'll see on the right hand side that there is 2 landing platforms here. Like the balloons, it's just a case of flying around at a high altitude until you see a nice brightly painted octagon. Once you spotted that guy, all you need to do is head over to it and then just dismount on the top. As simple as that. As you start completing the landing pad milestones, you'll slowly unlock a full set of Quidditch gear. If you found the information in this video useful, as always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.